All right, guys. In all of the hysteria of the Chargers win, in all of the sadness in the loss of the legendary Jerry Coleman, unfortunately, the San Diego State basketball team and their accomplishment this weekend beating Kansas in Kansas and jumping through the roof of the national polls, that is a story that is going untold in this town through the first part of the week. Skylar Spencer, the San Diego State sophomore center, is here to talk about it, and he's on Scott and BR on the Mighty 1090. Hey, Skylar.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing really good. Yourself?
I'm good.
Talk to us about the excitement of playing in one of the legendary college basketball facilities, but not only playing there,
winning there.
Correct.
Wow.
It was great. You know, it's a real good experience. You know, we heard about the streak, and we know Kansas holds a lot of history. So it was just overall a real great experience to play there and to come out there victorious. It was real good for us.
How different was Coach Fisher, if he was at all? I mean, or was he just the same Coach Fisher that you've gotten used to?
He was the same. You know, he wasn't nervous. We weren't nervous. He just made sure everybody stayed in there calm and we don't get caught up in the atmosphere.
You know, Skylar, you mentioned the streak, 68 straight wins against non-conference opponents. That number could get into the head of a team. What did you guys do, if anything at all, to make sure that you didn't let the arena, the crowd, the streak, the environment get you guys out of your game?
Well, you know, we just knew at the end of the day we have to stay focused. We didn't want to use the streak as an excuse for a reason why we lost and just become part of the history. You know, we've never played there before, so the streak didn't really have anything to do with us. So we just came out there and made sure we played hard and stayed smart the whole way through.
I want to ask you, you had a really big game, Skylar. You know, for people that maybe don't know all the stats, you average about 5 points per game. But in this particular game, you scored 13 points. We spoke to Coach Fisher on Friday and said, can you scout Kansas for us? And the one thing he talked about was how big and physical they were inside. Yet you played one of your best offensive games. And between you and Josh, there were a couple of putback dunks that really, really energized the San Diego State basketball team. Why were you guys able to have so much success inside against their big guys?
We knew that they had real good big men. We knew we couldn't come out there and play soft and go out there weak, so we might as well go out there and give everything we got. So I guess because it was a big game, it motivated us and it pushed us to go out there and play harder.
I guess now the only question is, what's next with you guys?
Well, I guess Boise State would be. Boise State would be the answer.
Next,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, we're gonna focus on our next game and just take a game by game.
13 points, 6 blocks. Now you tell us, Skylar Spencer, it was an amazing game for you. When you guys find out about the polls, please do not tell me you're not following the polls. When you find out that you guys have jumped up to 13, were you pretty excited? Were you satisfied with that ranking?
Well, everybody, it's kind of hard to not follow it because it's everywhere. But, we're not jumping for joy and saying that it's over for us. We just kind of reach our peak. We see it, and we kind of just tap ourselves on the back, and we just keep moving forward.
Are any of the, when I say old guys, former Aztec players around at all? Because this run that San Diego State basketball is on right now, and the national respect finally that is coming with a huge win like this stuff started, Skylar, when probably you were in like 7th or 8th grade. And I'm just wondering if any of the former guys are around the program at all to just kind of talk about to you guys where this program has come.
Tell some stories.
Yeah, if either old players were talking about us or they've been online on Twitter or whatever talking about us, but everybody's come through and they've all shown their support.
Wow. And how much does that mean to you? I mean, I would imagine that have those guys come in and talk to you about how well you guys are doing. I mean, that's got to mean a lot to you.
Yeah, it does mean a lot to us, when we get respect from everyone around the nation and when we get respect from the past players, that's always a big thing.
All right, so Skylar Spencer is from Englewood, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And coming out of high school, where else were you thinking about going besides San Diego State?
I was thinking about going to Washington or Washington State or Nevada. But at the end of the day, I really knew I wanted to go to San Diego State.
Now is Englewood in the 818?
No, that's 323.
323.
Come
okay,
on,
no,
dude.
no. It's important to know this because you remember the line from Pulp Fiction when they shot the guy in the face, and they're driving around. And man, I ain't got no partners in I guess in 312 357 818.
Right.
All right, but now at least now I feel, Skylar, like I got a partner in Englewood if I need one.
Yeah. I'll be your partner in the 323.
There you go. All right, I'm your partner in the 858, dog. You need me up in Carmel Valley.
Really?
Give you a call.
You stop by anytime.
Uh-huh.
Anytime some stuff goes down. You need me, you let me know.
That's great.
Talk to me about the development of your classmate, Winston Shepard. I mean, this to me is one of the really big differences in this team is as a guy like you and a guy like Winston are really growing up with some of the older guys like X or J.J. O'Brien. It just looks like you two guys in particular are making a huge difference together right now.
For Winston, he really had a lot to prove. So over the summer, he went back home and he really worked on his game and he worked on his attitude and he was maturing every day. And so I could see, as a teammate, as a friend, I could see a real difference in how he plays and how he handles things compared to how he would last year. And I think it's really starting to show because he wants to make a big statement. So I feel he's doing so right now.
How did he need to change his attitude?
I guess you could say like he's real opinionated, and he likes to speak. He always likes to speak what's on his mind. Mm-hmm. And I just felt there was ways that he handled things last year that was the wrong way. He understood that, and so now he's coming at it this year with a whole different outlook.
See, my guess would have been when you say he had to change his attitude, he came in as a very highly decorated player who, by the way, played at a high school with a lot of other really highly decorated players.
Expected things to be handed to him.
Well, just walks on campus and thinks he's going to be the man, and all of a sudden it's like a rude awakening. And a year later, I think we're starting to now find out that all of the hype around this kid coming into San Diego State, we're now starting to see it. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would 100% agree. He was a great player in high school. He's a great player now. And, everybody sets high expectations for people. And so I feel that he's starting to finally come through with all of that.
Skylar Spencer, 13 points, 6 block shots. San Diego State's huge win, 61-57 over Kansas. Now number 13 in the country. And tomorrow night playing Boise State up at Viejas Arena. Skylar, a pleasure chatting with you. Thanks so much and congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, Skylar.
Thank you.